this culvert here. And it's metal, and the hose is about 3/4 of the way through. So I gotta go underneath and tie this rope on. And see how it goes. Might get kind of wet. Okay. If I can only get under there when it's dry. This is not gonna be the best. Oh, it's not in a good spot.
Hey, how is it in there?
It's all good. My legs are on fire.
Burning?
Yes.
You got her?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on out.
Okay, let's go.
Got it?
Yeah. Woo! My feet are soaked.
You got it above your boots?
Yeah.
It did?
It's fine.
Okay. Let's I'm gonna go turn the gator around. We'll hook this rope on and I'll go to the other side and feed it in. You there, Jen? Okay. I'm gonna feed it through and then I just want to stay on the phone in case something happens. Okay. I'm gonna turn you on speaker. All right. Go straight at first. Okay? Go straight. Yeah, go straight. Okay, so we're getting ready to pump here. Our pit is full. It's supposed to rain. Our pumps aren't done, so we ended up letting 2 of them raining. And we're just getting ready to go. We got to air it up, make sure there ain't no kinks in the line here, and then we'll get going. Start pumping. So we're just about ready to get started finally. Just checking for final kinks in the hose. There's one right here.
Okay.
I'd pull it out this way, Steve.
Okay.
And we got a little scooper there. You just kind of scoop it and pull it. We got air on it, so that's helping us. I'd say pull right here a little. That's good there. We just got to check going through the swamp yet.
Nice and round.
Maybe pull right there, just a couple feet over.
Good though.
Right here's a little kink. Yeah. Good, Steve. That'll work. So we had a little issue. We took our lagoon pump somewhere and got it fixed, and they didn't tighten the clamp up that's on this drape on the aluminum pipe coming out the trunks. Right here, there's a black rubber piece, and then that aluminum pipe, it came flying apart. So we had to pull it around the pit and fix that. So now we're ready to get going here. So. Okay guys, so we're going finally. Got the splash bar on today. Because this field is a hay field. And we just make hay on here for the calves and fresh cows get a little bit. So we didn't want to inject it, and we're just putting it on top. So if you smell, can you smell that? You take a good hard sniff, you can smell it. Smells kind of shitty. So right now, I think he's running 175 PSI out of the first pump by the pit. And second pump, this one here we aren't pushing as much hose as second pump. So he's only running about 150 here. And by the time it gets here to the drag, yeah, I don't know, we probably got 60 PSI on this hose right here, right now. So the further away you get from the pump, the less PSI. that's what you got is friction loss. Every 10-inch hose, or every 8-inch section of every piece of hose is 660 feet long. I think every 8-inch piece at 660 feet long, you lose like 12 psi, or is it 15 psi maybe? But 6-inch hose, you lose every 660 feet, you lose like 60 psi. So it's a huge difference. But you also got to keep your flow up. Is why you can't use all big hose, because if you're not going, what is it, so many feet per second, I don't remember what it is. On 8-inch, we got to stay above 2,000 gallons a minute. Otherwise, your sand will settle out in the line, and then you'll have a big mess. Normally, we take care of running all the pumps, but he's got a different system today. He's running the puck system, and we're only doing 50 acres because our pumps aren't done, our new pumps, so we had to rent these pumps. And his system, we're not used to it. So he's here, the guy we rented the pumps from, Brandon, and he's actually running it off of his phone or his tablet. Either one he can run it off of. So I got to get a hold of him, and I'm going to see if he can crank it up. He doesn't have a CB in the truck right now, so I got to call him on my phone. So what we got here is kind of a rectangular shaped field with a little bit of bigger area on the southeast corner. So you want to go at an angle when you're doing this in the field so that you can get it all done without resetting up your hose. So basically he's got about a third of the field done. This little triangle down here, or it's a triangle because we're going at an angle, is done. And now he's coming up the field, and he's going to go all the way to the far corner. So I'm going to sit here by the hose and make sure that it doesn't get stretched too far, coming through the ditch, coming through the swamp here. Just make sure that we don't pull the hose too much and pull it over a rock or something and end up with a blowout. Looks like he's going to have plenty of hose, I'm hoping. The danger isn't extreme right here because there's a lot of manure in the line and we aren't near a coupler. I mean, we could have a blowout and we could get a bath really quick. But the PSI down here on the end is nothing like it is by the pump. I wouldn't be this close to it at the pump. Here comes a mender, or a coupler, and back up. If you're going to have a problem, likely it's going to be by the coupler, which is right there. Okay, there's not a lot left. I don't know how close he is. How close are you?
I got about 50 yards yet.
It's going to be close, but I think you're going to make it. Okay, so you guys can see now the hose is straight here, and he was pulling this. There's no loop in it no more, and he was pulling that way, so there was nothing else left to pull. He might have been able to get 20 feet or so, but not much. So let's go back to the farm and check that air compressor out. See what's going on back there with that. Okay, so I don't know why the air compressor quit. Try starting it. hydraulic fluid in the Steiger and 235 or the 235. We changed the hydraulic fluid, and then that new versatile, the Redwood versatile, we changed on that. So we got like 100 gallons of hydraulic fluid. It isn't that bad, and we're gonna put it through this air compressor. So I'm gonna take this nut off right here, and we're gonna put a wheel in this, fill this sight gauge back up. This nut gets really tight because I gotta put a 3/4 inch socket on, and then I gotta put a pipe on the end of here yet. About a 2-foot pipe to break it loose. It's been worse. It wasn't too bad. This is a 250 air compressor. Brandon just bought a, I think he said it was an 1800 CFM. So they're gonna bring that down. And they wanna try using it because they haven't used it yet this year. And he pumps like 2 hours up north, and he wants to try this air compressor out before he goes up north. So we're not gonna use our little pea shooter. We're gonna let him use his. So you guys, we've been pumping for a few hours now. We've got the pit down, probably about, you can see it on the wall here where the mark was. And now it's down, I would say it's down about 14 inches. The bolt's going out here. This bolt is actually stirring the pit. We use sand bedding, so there's like 4 or 5 different nozzles on this thing, and it's stirring the pit. You can see them working it. See them